everyone. This is Nancy and Pete at Healthy Thoughts Wellness Center. And what is our subject today?
It's 15 quick ways to calm yourself and reduce stress.
Okay, terrific. Some people definitely probably have financial stress right now, since we're into the new year and done with all of our Christmas shopping.
Yeah, definitely. The first one is this is something, if you're a Star Trek fan, that the Vulcans do as one of their calming and meditation techniques is you look at a candle. And also there's two things about it. Looking at the candle and you concentrate on it, how it flicks, and people have a fascination. I'll watch candles burn, and you just focus on that and try to put everything out of your mind. And then if you have a scented candle you like, that can work out really well because the scent can relax you. The same way with diffusers, you could use diffusers. That's kind of a nice, quick way to calm down.
Absolutely. Studies have shown that scent is the most powerful of all of our five senses. Now, we know this from bad things such as PTSD victims, right? That all of a sudden they smell something, and often people think it's going to be a memory or a sight, but often it is a scent that most powerfully takes them back to a very bad place. But the good news of that is that scent, because of that power, can also put you in a very good mood. And I know when we've had, just like, the other day we lit a candle here and someone came in and instantly they were like, wow, what is that great smell, right? And it was some apple cinnamon, smell or something. So it is very powerful, a scent. Yeah. An easy thing to do.
Definitely. The next one is get creative with art. And you can, if you can't draw, you can do mandalas. There's these adult coloring books. And those are great for focusing you as you're doing the colors and watching it. Again, it's kind of a mindfulness technique. It gets you kind of focused. You stop thinking about other things. And that's the whole idea with a lot of distress things, is you want to focus just on whatever you're doing and kind of let everything else drift away.
Right, and in that way you can say it's a distraction technique or it's a mindfulness technique, either one. And just around the holidays now, if you go to our website at www.healthythoughtswellnesscenter.com, under the More tab, we have all sorts of information, free little groups or whatever and folders. And we just put up a whole bunch of different ones that were kind of winter scenes, Christmas scenes, but in all the different groups for coloring for that purpose to relieve stress. So those are free downloads if you go to our website.
Mm-hmm. Next thing is just ask for a hug. Family member, a friend. That shows, research shows that just hugging, that physical contact, reduces stress and can calm people down.
Absolutely. It lowers your blood pressure. And I know Pete and I, when we were doing a group at Eden, we were also talking about different pressure points and acupressure therapy. And we were teaching those individuals in the group that if you don't have someone to hug you, you can hug yourself in this way that you just clasp your hands really close together. And it's like giving yourself a hug because there are so many pressure points right on your hands, which might be why when people are really praying about something that they also may actually feel better.
Definitely. Next one is do some yoga. And I don't do yoga, but because I'm recovering from all these injuries, I have certain stretching exercises I do.
Sure.
And try to hold positions to build up endurance, and it really relaxes me. Plus the drugs really knock the pain out. But if you go online and they have little sample yoga positions you can do that aren't really stressful but are relaxing.
For sure. There's a lot that I have pinned on Pinterest that are no charge, and those are really great. I've sent those to clients, like 5 yoga stretches to do before bed, or if you are anxious, that sort of thing. Yep.
Yep. Next one thing is learn how to relax your muscles. And I do with my clients what it's called progressive muscle relaxation, where we start on the head and move all the way down the body, and you just relax as you go. Really effective. It reduces stress. I know a lot of my clients say they like it when I do it, and you can get online, and there's a lot of free downloads. Like I use some people called the Honest Guys, and he does a progressive muscle relaxation, which is great. And when you're done, you just feel so good. And a lot of my clients use it just before they go to bed.
Yes, because PMR is perfect to do before you go to bed to relax you and calm you down. Other people say, now imagine that you're tightening this area and then you're letting it go, and it's like I'm shutting that off, right? So I'm shutting my mind off, I'm shutting my neck off, I'm shutting my shoulders off, just saying I'm going to bed. Now you don't need to do anything but rest. So that's a perfect thing that you can do in a lying down position.
Mm-hmm. Next thing is just walk it out. I know when I worked both at Restoration Urban Ministries and Jesus is the Way Prison Ministries, when I got stressed, I'd get up and I'd walk around the compound. I'd also got an idea what's going on, but for me, getting up and walking just is nice, especially if the weather's real nice and you get out there and you get the sun rays and it's warm, and that can be fantastic. Plus, it's good for your body to walk, and it doesn't have to be, it can be a 5-minute walk.
Absolutely. When we talk about that our body was meant to stay in motion, I always tell people it's kind of like winding up one of those old watches, right? You can wind it up and it only goes so long, and then you're really going to start slowing down. And so when we don't get oxygen to everything, our internal organs, our digestion isn't going as well, right? We don't have enough oxygen to our brain. We're not thinking as clearly, right? And when we talk about people getting, I don't know, edema and swelling and different things, it's often from being sedentary. So Pete's right. It's not about burning calories. I mean, you can certainly do that, but it's about if you get up even for 5 minutes and walk, you will physically and mentally feel better.
Yeah, and I'm finding I had an ankle fusion done on October 18th, and basically for the last 2.5 months, I've been able to walk on it. So, and now I'm able to start walking, getting outside, playing with my dog, one of my dogs a little bit. I can tell I'm feeling a little bit better getting up and doing that, because let me tell you, sitting in a recliner for 2 months isn't fun.
Right. It doesn't sound like it. Yeah.
So the next one is listen to your favorite music. I've noticed that music can really pick me up when I listen to it. Like, I'm an old 60s rock and roller, but when I listen to some of like Peter, Paul, and Mary and those songs, it really gets me fired up and I want to start a revolution. I mean, it really relaxes you. That's like I was kind of, I don't want to say sad, but I was a little withdrawn over the break because not only did I have my foot, I had pneumonia. And I listened to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Oh, yeah.
And then Feliz Navidad. And that, I listened to those several times, and it just really picked me up.
Yeah, I listened to those several times because a lot this time on Christmas break or whatever, I would say to my TV, turn on the Prime music for the holidays or whatever. That's when they had a lot of that Mariah Carey and stuff. So I heard those songs many times. Now, last night, Samantha just got her like this refurbished MacBook or whatever, and which was one of her Christmas presents. And so she was trying to set it up, and she said, "Hey, do you have, what was your Spotify?" And I said, "Well, Spotify is free." And she was like, "Yeah, but I had some songs, saved on there or whatever." And she opened it up, and then she goes, "Oh, this must not be it." And I said, "Why?" And she goes, "Because this says Beethoven." And I said, "Yeah, because I was listening to that last week when I was in the bathtub." And she was like, "Oh, okay." So she was like, "This isn't mine." But yes, music is something that can really relieve your stress and change your mood.
Yeah, and you make sure it's something uplifting. I remember one time I had a client that was really depressed. I said, "You listen to music," and he was a country western fan. When he kind of told me what he was listening to, I thought, if that doesn't depress you, I don't know what does. You got to do something uplifting.
It's so true. It's always about that joke that if you play a country music sound backwards, what do you get? You get back your wife, back your dog, back your money, whatever, all those things.
And see, that's why I don't listen to it, because I don't want my second wife back. So, anyway, next thing is to practice meditation. And, it can be very simple, as like sometimes to my clients, I'll sit them outside the office, have them close their eyes, and what I want them to do is name to me every sound that they hear. Mm-hmm. And like when we had the bees out here, they would hear the bees. And it's, that's just a simple meditation. It gets you to focus on something. And it doesn't have to be, and do it 120 times.
Right. Yes. And definitely there's a lot of health benefits to the Om and different things if you study that. But yes, just, closing your eyes, and like Pete said, how many things do you hear, or concentrating on one thing, or going outside and saying, "Can you find 3 shades of blue?" Anything to really be in that present moment. Boy, meditation is not a quick fix, but it is absolutely worth it to learn it.
Mm-hmm. Because that's gotten me through a lot of this pain and stuff.
I
the
bet.
Mindfulness and meditation. So definitely give it a try. Again, there's a lot of free apps that can kind of help you with that.
Yes, absolutely.
So next thing is engage in a fun activity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I notice my German Shepherd loves to play with me, and I used to chase her. And now I just kind of like, "I'm going to get you." And she just runs back and forth. And
Yeah.
she enjoys
So
it
happy.
so much. And she makes me laugh. And it's fun for me to take her out. Also, I like putting together models. It's fun. And that's kind of a mindfulness thing, too. You focus on the...
Absolutely, the model, details of this.
Yeah, go out and dance, just do something fun.
Right, and putting that on your schedule. I often ask my clients, where are you on your schedule, if they are clients that are clinically depressed? And most of them, they're not on their schedule. And so when we start working on that, carving out time to, whether it's play soccer or paint or, whatever it is for you, that's really important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It might be even watching a funny TV show.
Sure, yeah.
Just something that's fun and that you enjoy. I have so many clients, I have to tell them, today I want you to do something for you that's fun.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's important. Next thing is focus on your breathing. I've talked about breathing techniques. I use 3 basic ones. One is just breath counting, where you breathe through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and you just count 1, and you do that like up to 50. If I have more time, sometimes I do 4-6, where you breathe in and hold it for 4 seconds, and then you slowly exhale and release it 4-6. And then the one that I use the best, and this is just like, I always tell people it's like 1969 again. It releases such good chemicals. Mm-hmm. I didn't do drugs, but I'm just kind of getting what it might be like. And it's 4-7-8. And what you do there is you breathe in for a count of 4, you hold it for 8, and then you put your tongue up against where your front teeth meet your gum, and you slowly exhale for 8. That one, it's hard to learn, but it's the most effective.
Mm-hmm. Terrific.
Yeah, next one is just connect with a friend. We're so busy in this society, is like, I notice most of my friends are work friendships.
Yes.
Because I'm either busy or I'm worn out when I get home. But sometimes it's just kind of nice. I know Kathy went out with Lainey the other day, and they went out and ate. And she came back in such a good mood.
Yeah.
So just connecting, having that contact with somebody, talking, laughing, can work wonders.
Yeah, absolutely. I talked to someone earlier and they were saying just when they go to physical therapy, that they talk to a few people there and that just that really brightens their day to have that little bit of social interaction. We all need that.
Yeah, I've gone to so much physical therapy the last 5 years that
yeah, it's
when I
constant.
when I made the appointment to start physical therapy for my foot, the receptionist said, "Oh, I wanted to tell you that I'm not going to name her name, that your therapist had her baby and it's 6 pounds," and it's like you almost become family and friends.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. Next thing is to write it out. If you're having a stressful day or something, just write what you're feeling. You don't have to write for hours. You can even write for 5 minutes. But that's just a good way to get it out. And as we've talked before, writing makes you think in a different way than speaking or just thinking a thought.
Yes, we talked about that last time, that speaking is the lowest form of communication. And when we talk about higher order thinking, and communication rather, then writing definitely is better. And you can put symbols, or you can do a bullet list of things that went well or things that didn't go well, people you can forgive today or you're not ready to forgive, highs and lows, pluses, minuses, however that you want to do it. But yes, the whole thought of, it's off my mind and on the paper does work for many people to reduce stress.
Mm-hmm. Next thing is connect with an animal friend. I've got 3 cats and 2 dogs, and I noticed the cats were on me a lot, especially my male cat who not real affectionate. He's become real affectionate. Petting can lower your blood pressure, calm you. Plus they're fun. My Boston Terrier is a goofball. She is so nuts that she's very entertaining and she has all these expressions. And my German Shepherd does too, but having a over 90-pound dog romping through the house is a little different than the little Boston Terrier.
Not always super calming.
But it's like, and I just watching, like, we have bird feeders out in front of our window, and we just have so much fun watching the birds. And we since we moved out to the lake in Mahomet, we have seen birds that we've never seen anyplace else.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, and it's just fun to watch them eat. And then it's really funny. I haven't been able to feed the feeders for a long time, and I notice when I feed them back up, no birds come. Then one bird comes, and then they must put the word out, because then suddenly there's hundreds. And I can always tell when winter's here because the oh God, I just blanked out. They're like black sparrows. And when they show up, I know winter's here.
Oh,
Juncos.
Okay.
That's their name.
Juncos.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Terrific.
Next thing is just indulge in something, like swim, again, walking, a hobby. Just get
totally immersed
into something.
Absolutely. We see some people watching. Hello today. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, so those are 15 just short little things that you can do to reduce stress. And again, you don't have to spend hours on doing this. And if you do this kind of stuff twice a day for maybe even 5 minutes, you'll find a lot of benefits and reduce stress.
Absolutely. And because it is winter, I always encourage people, again, put yourself on your schedule and schedule something. Even if it is, I'm going to, watch this funny movie, or I'm going to have pizza night, or I'm going to have a great cup of coffee, or I'm going to draw, or I'm going to do something, have something to look forward to. Get a little bit more structured in the winter so that you're not stuck and so depressed and so stressed.
I know one thing I enjoy every morning is Kathy makes me tea, Earl Grey tea with some half and half, and I use Splenda now. I'm trying to cut back on my sugar intake, but I really look forward to that. We kind of sit, start talking about the day. It's very relaxing, and we both really look forward to that. And it's kind of the same way at night. We kind of our social schedule is to go watch TV, hang out with the animals, and just relax and talk. And it's just very, very nice.
Yeah, believe it or not, we actually have 2 animals in the room with us,
Mhm.
and they haven't knocked over the camera.
Yeah.
So we're pretty impressed by that.
Yeah.
So I think we have Honey here, and she's underneath our table, and I don't know where Pepper is. She's hiding somewhere too. They're just being really nice and calm today. But yes, definitely pets are a great way to make yourself a little bit happier and less stressed. If you have a way that you would like to write down or comment right here below our video, something that you do to relieve stress, here you are. You want to say hi?
Here's Honey.
Here's Honey.
She's a sweetie.
And she's a little sweetie pie, and everybody likes to come and see you.
Yeah, even our Jimmy John's delivery person loves to see her.
Yeah. So if you have a comment, please put it below. If you think that someone else could use this 15 quick ways to relieve stress, then you can share it on your own page. You can also give us a thumbs up, or make sure that you hit the little bell button so that you'll know when Pete and I go on live again. We thank you for watching, and we hope that you have an amazing day.
Have a good day.